Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Rachel with Living the Journal Life. Today I'm super excited. I'm unboxing my Hobonichi order that I ordered from the Hobonichi 1101 site, and I'm super excited to share with you everything that I got. First, this is just going to be a quick unboxing. I'll give you a quick little glance through everything that we got, and I will do a detailed video on all the different journals, what they look like inside, how they might be different from last year, all the goodies. This is just, I want to just show you all the pretties that we got. This is an order that I share with my mom. We split it so that the shipping is much more reasonable. Not that it's totally bad, it's just, it's a lot. So this is the Hobonichi box this year. It's so pretty, and it's always one of the boxes that you kind of want to keep because it's a really nice box. On top we have pencil boards. I got the A6 for me, and then I got the A5 for myself and my mom. And these just florals are gorgeous. I'm sorry about the glare. I'm kind of moving around the lights to make it better. And oh, they're just, I love the botanicals. It's amazing. So I got one for mom and one for me because my mother uses a cousin. I'm using the cousin size as well as the A6 next year, like I'm doing this year. And oh, here are the goodies. So this one is the Hobonichi Day Free, and it is the A5 size, or A6 size. And then I got, this is my first time getting the original Techo, and I got it in Avec. And then an Avec cousin for me. And then for my mom, we got the English, just Hobonichi cousin, because she doesn't use very many stickers or washi or anything like that. So one book is great for her. And this is this year's pen. I actually like this one much better than last year's color scheme. The pens themselves are always great. I really enjoy the ink. It's a very, very fine tip, which makes sense because the grid in the Hobonichi is very small, so you want to be able to write with a very fine tip, but it has black, blue, and red ink. And I'll show you last year's just because it was pretty, but I like the sort of minty color that we got this year instead of the brown of last year. Could just be that I've been looking at last year's for a year now, and I'm kind of tired of looking at it, so I'm ready for a minty change. So first what we're going to do is open the accessories so I can show you what we got. And a lot of times there's two of everything because again, I'm ordered for me and my mom. So we got the Deco Rush of the pandas because adorable, and the Deco Rush of the cats. And I'll pull these out towards the end so that you can see what they're like, excuse me, rolled out on the Hobonichi paper. And then these are really cool. And again, at the end, I'll pull them out so that you can see them inside the planner and how big they are. But they're really, really useful Post-it notes. A friend actually got them for me the first year, and I did not know how just amazingly useful they are. And this is this year's freebies. It's these little teeny tiny bags, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with because they're like big enough to hold things, but not so big that you can put a lot of stuff in them. So we're gonna have to get creative with this. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do with those. And then my mother and I both enjoy using fountain pens, so having a Hobonichi notebook with the Tomoe River paper is just sort of useful for our lives. And I did not know that there would be foiling on the back of this, so I had to take it out of the package so that you could see this amazing sort of silver foil. I have no idea what the writing says because it's in Japanese, but oh, it's gorgeous. So there's just a little bit on the back. There's nothing on the front. It's just the smooth sort of cardstock. And inside there's nothing but the grid papers. And it looks like there's 3 different colors. If you look closely, like the beginning is sort of a maroony grid, and then there's sort of this like blue grid, and then the last bit is almost a slightly, I don't know, burnt yellow grid. And you can't tell too much from just the side, but yeah, there's a slight coloring to the grid, which I couldn't find this year's because I think I had left it by my desk. So when I go through all of the goodies in detail, I'll definitely pull it out and see, because I don't remember that slight coloration being in last year's just plain notebooks. So we'll see if that's something new for this year or if it's just something that I never noticed, which 100% could be a thing, because you know, your girl just doesn't notice everything. And I wanted to open up my mom. She did give me permission to unbox this for you guys. I'm not just opening her things all willy-nilly. Every Techo comes with the little booklet, which is very cute, but it's in Japanese, so I can't really read it. There are online places, and Google Translate is kind of hilarious when you have it try and translate the things in the Techo. But this one is very cool because it is in English. They didn't do any of the English planners in Avec size, where it's broken up into 2 books, but they did it for this 1 book. So you can see all the headers are in nice big English fonts. The monthly pages didn't change too much, but the weekly pages definitely did. I'm sorry, backwards. The weekly pages didn't change too much, but the monthlies did. And then in the bottom, of course, the quotes are in English, and the top has a nice big Tuesday, and instead of the English characters being small, the Japanese characters are still there, but they're small. And the back, all of this is in English as well, so you can tell what everything is supposed to be used for. A lot of times I cover these up with stickers, so I don't pay attention to a lot of them. But the English one is, of course, very cool. And again, I will do detailed flip-throughs of all of these and see if I can find any changes from between the 2023 to the 2024s. I'm just showing you what we got. And then here's my Avec. I'm so excited for a new year and new planners. My current Avec is already getting pretty chunky from all the stickers and washi tape and all that good stuff, so these look mighty thin to me. But that's why I break it up in the Avec into half a year, because when you use anything that bulks up the planner, it's really nice to have it broken up January to June and July to December. It's just really great. And I didn't notice that in the current year there's a color scheme, but this one seems to have a color scheme, so we'll have to compare the 2023 to the 2024. A lot of this is very similar. It's not changing. The weekly pages look very similar, but I didn't notice if the fonts, like you can tell with the purple, that the days are in purple as well, and the little font at the bottom of the page, and maybe even the grid is a different color. So we'll have to investigate if I just wasn't noticing all these subtle color things, and they've always been there, because who knows. And this one is new to me. It is the original Techo in the Avec, so it's broken up into half just like the cousin, because I'm going to use this as a commonplace journal. And if you've never had a commonplace journal or know what it is, it's basically you can put down anything and everything, and it's just going to be this small little place where I can put anything that floats my boat. I can sticker it up, I can take notes on a book, I can write down recipes. It's just sort of a little bit of anything that wants to get out of my brain. So I'm kind of excited to have that around, just as something that's creative. I might not show it off very often, just something for me to take little notes and little parts of my day. So I'm very excited about having that one. And this is the Day Free, which I use for work. I've been using it for I think all of 2023, and I started at the end of 2022. It's worked out really, really well. And I've been using this one book that I've been in for about 14 months so far, and it's worked out really well. So the beginning has the yearly pages, and then you get into the monthly spreads. Very similar to the cousin, just shrunk down, or very exactly the same as the original Techo. And yeah, it's very good, and it just has those yearly pages, the monthly pages, and then blank grid pages. And you have until March of 2025. How crazy is that? And then it goes into the grid pages, and there's little teeny tiny page numbers, 1 and 2, at the bottom of each, so you can know exactly where you're going to. And it has 175 pages, so it's definitely able to do a week on 2 pages, and then have plenty of room for notes or whatever I need to jot down for work. And then these pencil boards, you can see how they're sized. This one is going to work really well with the original Techos, and then these ones are meant for the cousin, and it doesn't really matter if it's an Avec or the whole year in one book, they're going to fit perfect. And those are really great if you have any sort of lump in your planner, because it gives you something sort of solid to write on, and it's really lovely. So here we're going to try out these Deco Rush, I think is what they're called, and look at these cute pandas. Oh, it's so cute. And this is very smooth. I've had some of these that you get at like Daiso or somewhere where they're a bit cheaper, and these ones work a lot more smoothly, I guess I should say. And this is the kitty cat one. And there is a little bit of a shine to them when they're on the page, but they don't add a lot of bulk, which is very nice. See, here we go. And you can see there's just a little bit of shine to the tape, but it doesn't bulk up at all. It's a lot thinner than even, say, washi tape. It's just a great little way to add something cute onto your page without adding a lot of bulk. And the other things that are really cute are these sticky notes, and they're perfectly sized to fit in the columns of the Techo. So these ones are for the cousin size, and you can see they fit great in this grid, which is the same size grid as the weekly pages. There's 4 different colors, small, medium, and large. And then the next ones are for the A6 size, so the original Techo size, and they fit great in the smaller columns of that planner. But I use both of them in, well, all of them in either planner. It's just they're perfectly sized for one or the other, but they're really great, and you can reuse them over and over. Like if I write down a TV show that's going from week to week, I just move the one sticky note from week to week. Really useful. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time when we look at everything in detail.